Today I'm sharing another vintage pattern design book. This book is Designing Apparel Through Flat Pattern by Ernestine Kopp, Victorina Rolfo, Bernice Ellen, and Lee Gross. I purchased this book because it was recommended to me by one of my subscribers. She put it in the comments under one of the pants drafting videos I shared, in December. So I did order it and I started breezing through it. I want to be clear, this is not a drafting book. There is no instruction for a complete bodice, skirt, or pant draft in this book. But basically what this book does is it gives you so many cool design ideas and different ways to take your slopers to create different styles. And specifically, I'm very excited about the Raglan sleeve section of this book because starting in March, I'm going to do a bodice draft and design series like I'm doing now for pants. And I just want to show you here, if you just leaf through it a little bit, it's very detailed in terms of how to change a sloper into so many different styles. I'm very excited about the Raglan sleeve pattern because it's significantly different than the one I drafted that is in my collection of patterns. It's got a very fitted sleeve, and what makes a sleeve fitted in a Raglan sleeve top is the dart that runs between the front and back shoulder sections of the sleeve. And I just want to take a minute and show you here. I think this is so cool. The whole, after getting through all of the traditional sleeve options, there's so many different sleeves you can design in this book. It then jumps into kimono, it goes to dolman sleeves and batwing sleeves, and then from there it goes to a Raglan sleeve. And what I want to show you here is, look at this tremendous dart created by this draft. This is a huge dart. It's not symmetrical. I'm very excited to try it. So this will be part of my March series when I start doing bodice drafting and design. So I'm very excited about that. And then I want to show you something in the pants section. So again, there are no instructions to draft pants in this book. There are quarter scale slopers that you can print out and enlarge 400% if you don't want to work with a pattern in your stash. But there are some really cool things in here, and what I'm going to share tomorrow during Fit Tip Tuesday is their technique for making a contoured body fitting pant. So picture like maybe a stretch woven legging. Stretch woven legging is what I'm going for here. And you can see, to get that, you need to add a back seam that kind of acts like a princess seam, and you take a big fisheye dart out of the pants at crotch level. So I'm very excited to try this. Now, if you notice, this pant is already a fitted pant, meaning it's not a trouser. So I'm going to show you on Tuesday, during Fit Tip Tuesday, how to take my trouser draft. And I decided I'm going to use the trouser draft from the Basics of Pattern Making for Fashion Design. I'm going to use that draft because if you're following along with me, you might have noticed that really the only big adjustment I wanted to make in that pattern after sewing together the fit muslin was to add some rise, because I had to pull it up and give myself a wedgie to get the center back waistband to be where it needed to be, but I could sit down. So if you can sit, that means the crotch extension and curve is okay. It's just not high enough, to be where you want to put it around your waist. So I added 1.5 inches at center back to this pattern. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to adjust the crotch and the legs to be more fitted. And I'm going to use the instructions in this book to help me do that. So I'm going to be working with the center front and center back of the front and back leg to taper in the leg to a more fitted leg to start. And then I'm going to create the princess seam with the fisheye dart in the back leg to make it even more fitted. So this is going to be really fun, and then I will share how it fits on Friday during FabFit Friday. So I'm very excited about this book because this is the exact reason why I collect drafting and design books, because a lot of the things in this book I may have already in other, other books, but I always find unique things that are exclusive to one book or another. And I think this is, really exciting. I'm sure this is probably in some other books I have, but we're going to try it. And if you're interested in checking this book out, it's a little tough because it is a, out of print book. I got mine at, wait a minute, where's my little bookmark here? It came with a little bookmark that from the thrift bookstore that I bought it from. The other fun thing that's in here is, look at this. There's a receipt from Best Fabric Outlet in Portland, Oregon. And she bought, whoever this was, purchased a pattern, a Butterick pattern for $4.50 in 1989. So these are like vintage sales slips. So those were in the book. And then there was also a bookmark in here, which I now can't find. If you have any questions or comments, please post those below and I will help you. I want to thank everybody for taking the time to follow along with me. And if you're enjoying my content, consider liking and subscribing to my channel because it helps me grow. I hope everyone has a wonderful rest of their day. Thanks for watching.